Hey folks, it's Dr. Brenda, sociologist, financial coach, full-time RVer, founder of the Gutsy Women Club and Gutsy Women Finances community. Okay, I am coming at you in January, right after the holidays, and bundle up. It's windy. If you see things shaking, if you hear the wind, yeah, it's a really windy day here on the island. Yep, kind of played around with teal hair, so yeah, I'm trying to find the hair that matches my favorite color of clothing. So anyway, just goofing off here. Hey, if you already subscribed, thank you so much. If you don't, please hit that button below and get notified when I'm coming out with new videos. Today I'm going to give you 5 keys. These are my keys to getting my weight loss efforts back on track. So for those of you who have followed my journey, I started this journey, my full-time RVing, very obese, well over 200 pounds. I don't know what the top number was because I stopped stepping on the scale. It's just like, nope, not gonna go there. So all in all, I've probably lost around 75 pounds. That's really great, but the holidays came in. I'm located now at my winter home at South Padre Island in Texas, and there's been a lot of food, a lot of sugary stuff my way, and I feel like I've been doing pretty well with the walking. I've been doing great with the walking and the fitness, but the food has shot up. The type of food, not the best stuff. So I've got to get back on track because I certainly don't want to pile those pounds back on. And I know my body well. I know it piles on fast. So I'm going to avoid that at all costs. One of the things, just as a side note, is that I have not stepped on the scale in weeks. I do have a scale. I've been in this body now for 58 years. I've gotten pretty good at knowing what my weight is. Have I gone up? Have I gone down? Am I about stable? So I usually wait until I've made some really great effort and I feel just a little bit slimmer to step on that scale. So it has been weeks, and I'm in the middle of I'm in day 1 of a longer fast. So let me get you to those 5 key points. All right. So one of these things is about, what am I giving up? Typically, I'm a low sugar consumer. Typically, holidays, sugar consumption goes up for me. Sweets are around. I love chocolate. So yeah, I am back. Number 1 trick is to eliminate sugar, eliminate added sugars from my diet as much as I can. Years ago, I wrote a 30-day sugar challenge. I'm going to give you the link in the description because I have reactivated that again. So if you want to challenge yourself to go without sugar substitutes for 30 days, I've got just the thing for you. So yep, number 1 is to get back to low sugar, giving up the sugar, and that's just I do that 11 months out of the year, and then December comes along and it's like, oof, yeah, sugar. Second thing, and this is something that I gave up in March, I gave up alcohol. That is key for me now. This has been the first holiday in a long time where I have not had any wine, any beer, any celebratory drinks, any alcohol at all. I did indulge in some non-alcoholic beer, so it's like, got the little taste of the beer, which is what I used to drink mostly, but lowered the calories, didn't get the alcohol buzz, so cool with that. But I typically don't care about that either. But the alcohol is a big game changer for me. That has really helped me drop the weight. Not only drop the weight, but feel much better in the morning. It's not only is it so mentally, I've got greater clarity, more energy, I feel better. But the drinking of the alcohol, sometimes that leads to eating more too. So you're getting these empty calories that are just not doing much for your waistline. So yeah, those are the two biggies that I have dropped or will be dropping again, the sugars and the alcohol. So here's the third piece, which is probably the linchpin of my plan, and that is intermittent fasting. So generally, I try to do 20-hour fasts, eat within a 4-hour window. Honestly, I often eat within a 1-hour window and then I'm done. But I do mix it up. I listen to my body. There are some times when I just feel famished, or I want to eat two meals a day, seldom three. Or over the holidays, I did a little bit of snacking, which is something I tend to avoid regularly. So I'm getting back to the intermittent fasting, and I'm gonna return to that intermittent fasting to give you some tips on what I do and strategies to help me. All right, so we got no sugar, no alcohol, no food. No. There is food, but it's intermittent fasting. You just time this. Fourth thing is the exercise. So today and yesterday, I didn't really go out yesterday either, but part of my physical activity is based on the weather. Right now it's blowing so hard that I would probably get blown over, but I want to go for a walk a little later today. The wind should die down. Walking is critical, but I've also here on the island been going to beach body exercise class. It's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I really enjoy it. I can do some planks. I find that I'm not going to do a lot of the exercise like like squats and like the planks and like crunches when I'm on my own. I always have good intentions, but when I'm with a group and there's fantastic music and I'm hanging out with my buddies, I'm going to exercise. So that is something that I'm going to, definitely make sure I'm at those classes. All right, so add more exercise. So far, no big things, right? A plan. That is number 5. Number 5 is a plan. So this is what I love about intermittent fasting, is that it gives me flexibility. So if the gang is going out for dinner at Mondays, I can plan around that Monday if I want to go eat too. But also it's no big deal. If I want to break my fast early, all right, I'll do it. If I want to go to a longer fast, no problem. I can do that too. But I can schedule everything around. But by plan, I'm looking at a personal plan, and whatever you do too, if you're watching this because you've maybe packed on a few pounds over the holidays and you're just not feeling that good, have a plan that fits you and who you are. Somebody else's plan is not going to work for you. So again, years and years of dieting and practicing, I can tell you pretty much the changes that I'm going to make, because there are gaps in what I'm doing. So one of the biggest gap is I do the intermittent fasting and I'll go long periods of time, and I don't give it much thought about how I am breaking my fast. I will gobble down some food, or eat what's in my refrigerator, or go out for dinner. I just don't give it much thought, but I know that a good way to get rid of the fat for fat and weight loss is to break your fast with some fat. So I have been neglecting that part of my program, and I'm determined now to bring that in. Good fats, avocados, nut butters, ghee, or organic grass-fed butter. Let me see if I can find the other list. MCT oil. Okay, that's another common one. Yep, so people will break their fast with MCT oil. And so like I've tried the MCT oil. I drink tea. I know some people put it in their coffee, and it's just this greasy blob to me. I it's just like, no, I don't think that's it. I have been traveling with this keto chocolate shake mix that I'm like, okay, I've got that in there. All I need to do is like make a little shake, and with water or with coconut beverage. I love coconut beverage. And I've just gotten too lazy to do that, so I can break a fast that way. By the way, I follow a couple of physicians on their YouTube channels. One of the persons that I follow is called Dr. Mindy, and she's got some pretty good intermittent fasting tips. So I'm that is there are all kinds of intermittent fasting gurus. Dr. Jason Fung, Fung, he's a really good one. Anyway, I can either make a shake. I've got sunflower seed butter in the refrigerator. I can get some almond butter, and have a spoonful of that. What she suggests is to have the avocado, have some type of a fat, and then wait for an hour, so the fat will like kick in your hormones and help you not feel so hungry. So wait an hour, then eat a regular meal. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And like I said, my plan is also, it is for me. So I have discovered the best ice cream. I almost hate to give you this information because it's hard to find, and then the shelves are going to go off. It's like, oh no, there's not going to be any on the shelf if I give you this secret. Tillamook ice cream. I went to their factory tour in Oregon over the summer, had some Tillamook ice cream, best ice cream I have ever had, but there's one of their flavors is called Mudslide. Sorry guys, this is like heavy duty chocolate, the best stuff in the world. I cannot keep my hands off of that. So right now I do have Tillamook ice cream in the freezer, but it's a different brand. A different flavor. I find that if I get something that has a fruit flavor, like this, what I have now is Oregon dark cherry ice cream. I like it, it's delicious, but I don't overindulge like I do with the Mudslide. So yeah, that's one of the things I just have to do for a while, is keep the Mudslide ice cream out of my freezer. I'll bring it back when I can find it, and when there's a good time to reintroduce it. But hey, that's one of my plans. The other piece with the intermittent fasting, so I am fasting right now. I am fasting today. I am going to fast into tomorrow, see how I do. I do have flexibility. But I'm looking at my schedule ahead, so my plan is also looking at my schedule. So my Beachbody exercise class meets 3 mornings a week, and I know that to lose weight faster, it is better to exercise on an empty stomach. So again, I'm able to build that into my schedule. So tomorrow when I go to Beachbody, I will be going there in a fasting state. So that's part of my plan. I brought you over to my kitchen for a reason. So right now I've got my Instant Pot out, and I am working up on a batch of white chicken chili. So I find that if I've got some soup, especially in the winter time, summer times I don't do so good with soups, but when it gets a little chillier out here, I'm going to eat some soup. So I'm going to make my own, store it in the refrigerator, and make an effort to actually eat it. I've got great food in my freezer. It's a matter of just planning it out. Also for my intermittent fasting, since I'm so used to packing up every couple of weeks, every week to 2 weeks, and here I'm settled in for a couple of months, and I'm like, well, you know what? Everything is easier to do if I put it in front of me. I'm used to just putting it right back because I know I'm going to be traveling again. So this time I brought my teas out. I love tea. I've gotten a variety of teas. My standby is Earl Grey tea. I'll show you what I've got. This stuff is my favorite. I've been getting it from Target, Harney and Sons. This is a vanilla Camaro. I am reading that correct. All right. It's a vanilla black tea. This one is extremely good. Hot cinnamon sunset. That is a favorite. And this one is more difficult to find. This is Paris. Again, it's all Harney and Sons, but the Paris has a really nice flavor. So I've kept some of those tea brands out. This is easy access. It's a reminder to me, but I also may find some room for my little blender so that I'm more likely to make shakes. When I hide it away, it is hidden away, and you know, while that works good if you're hiding ice cream away, it doesn't always work so good if you've got other, you know, the blender, things like that put it out in front of you so that you're going to use it more. So yeah, so those are my five keys are, again, I eliminate, really cut out sugar. Second is the alcohol. I continue to give up alcohol, get rid of alcohol. The third piece is intermittent fasting. I like to mix it up, and after the holidays go into some longer fasts. The fourth piece is the exercise, keeping up a high exercise level. That fifth piece is to have a plan. So especially that plan piece, know your patterns, know your deficits, come up with a plan to subvert your good intentions. Okay, so I hope you are doing really well, that you had fabulous holidays, you spent it with some friends and family, that you know, if you're in that cold weather climate, the exercise I know is really challenging. Make up your own plan, do what you can do. If you haven't tried intermittent fasting and it's you know, you don't have any chronic conditions or medical issues that might make that difficult, give that a try. But yep, don't let that 1 week or 2 week or 1 month sugar binge, a holiday binge, destroy your 2022 or the rest of the year. You guys take care, and hey, check out Gutsy Women Club, gutsywomen.club. It is a free club. I invite you to join. Take care. Bye bye.